Well, welcome to Bonnie, Scotland. This behind me is Station Park in Forfar. It is our home ground. We won't be playing there today because we're away to Stenhousemuir. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I've seen worse. We've managed at worse. And it's got a lovely synthetic pitch, so we can play in all weathers, presumably. And talking of the weather, it is a bit nippy at the moment. And it does kind of feel like Scotland in January. So, but then I always get cold. Anyway, let us go and see how our first game goes. Right then, away Stenhousemuir. I've set up my tactic. It's reasonably similar formation wise, but we're playing with two wide target men. Just, because basically I think we need to play sort of solid defensively and then try and hit people on the counter. And McLeod is basically, I think, pretty much a good wide target man, if I remember. Actually, no, he's the deep lying forward. But he can play wide target forward. And I think Robertson here actually is basically, when he's out wide, a wide target forward. So I'm trying to play to our strengths. I'm also using a pressing forward for a change because it seemed that both the men I had left to play up front were better as pressing forwards. So we'll see how that goes. And hopefully we'll be quite solid with two defensive midfielders in there. We will see. Now, I think I showed you the dynamics before. Support is still abysmal. However, not everyone hates me anymore, because my cunning plan of making Stuart Morrison the captain means he has now no real opinion of me, which is lovely, isn't it? It's nice to know he's gone from actively opposing me to doesn't really care. And all it took was making him captain. Twice, weirdly. Because I made him captain and then I clicked a button and it seemed to make Munro captain again, which was odd. So then I went back and made him captain again. So maybe making him captain twice has done it. I don't know. This is the lineup. Seb Ross apparently is not particularly fit. Didn't notice that before. Oh well, I'm sure it won't come back to bite us. I have got a load of trialists in. What I can't do is my usual sort of trick that I do with trialists and getting loads and loads of them in and putting them in a youth or reserve side. And the reason I can't do that is because we don't have one. The first team is it here. So, oh yes, our nickname, by the way, is the Loons. So make of that what you will. I'm sure some of you will find it incredibly appropriate that I'm managing a team called the Loons. Alright, apparently got nothing to lose here. They don't care what I say anyway. And yeah, we both seem to be playing basically the same formation. Should I be worried that virtually all of their players have faces and none of ours do? Literally faceless. I seem to remember way back in the day, and I don't know if it's still a thing, Stenhousemuir used to have a Norwegian fan base. There was some sort of Stenhousemuir fan club in Norway. Maybe there still is. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll take Forfar to such heights there'll be a Norwegian Forfar fan club. Anyway, Skelly gets it in. Oh! Did that rattle the bar or was that saved? Still, it's a promising start. Promising start. Oh, hello. Oh, tipped over by McCallum. McCallum is clearly and far and away our best goalkeeper, by the way. And those of you who pick up on these sort of things might notice that I have changed the look of the skin again. The other one was fine, but there were things that I wanted to do and be able to see that it just didn't seem to be showing me. That was pathetic marking. I don't even know if anyone was marking him. I mean, theoretically, well, oh, okay, you just jumped and got nowhere near the ball, and he didn't even have to take off. Right, well, it's not ideal conceding goals from set pieces, is it, really? We could do without that, because I don't know how creative we are in the first place. Oh, I thought that was in for a second. So I have changed back to the old skin simply because I know where stuff is, and it's very useful for comparing players. And I will confess, the comparison screen does give me numbers, but it's only in like sort of 8 generalized categories that have a certain number of attributes in them. So I still don't know any individual attributes. Well, with one exception, eccentricity for a goalkeeper, because it's the only attribute in its section in the comparison thing. But yeah, other than that, and it's just a very useful tool for being able to compare my players and get a rough idea of, sort of with midfielders, if someone's more defensively minded or attacking minded, that sort of stuff, which is the sort of thing obviously I would be able to figure out by watching them in training and having scouts coaches tell me these things. So it's not, cheating the system. It's a tool that is available to me, and I'm using it. Right. Not going very well, is it? Let's push up to positive. I mean, to be fair, we were expected to lose. We have to meet expectations, though, boys. Really. Oh, good. I'm glad they're just dominating the game now. As soon as I say that, they stop. Inglis hits it. Oh, it's a beautiful goal. Kieran Inglis. The defensive midfielder striding forwards. Curls it into the top corner. They'll be replaying that all over Scotland tonight. Well, possibly in forfar, maybe, for the handful of people who care. 1-1, right. Okay. Got a few people who probably need to buck their ideas up a little bit. Do I dare tell them I'm happy so far? Because that normally leads to an enormous drop-off in performance level. I probably should, because they really don't... They're not going to respond well to me. Right, yeah, I'm not happy with your performances. You're distracted. What are you distracted by? We're in a dressing room. There's precious little in here. Honestly, man. Distracted my foot. Can't win with some people, can you? You can be replaced, Skelly, by someone slightly worse, but that's not the issue. Right, let's encourage. Probably won't do anything because, like I say, they don't really listen. Ooh, that seemed to be opening up for him, but fortunately, I think the more dangerous one was blocked. Yeah, he's only getting worse now. Him and Robertson basically told both of them they're not good enough, and they've just gone, ha ha, you haven't seen not good enough yet, sunshine. I'll show you not good enough. And yeah, lo and behold, they have. Oh, hello, McLeod. Now, not ours, but oh, unlucky. Also, not playing particularly well. I mean, is it my wide target men that are letting the side down a bit? Right, I'm going to put Matali up front because I'm fed up with Skelly's face at the moment. And right, Matty Allen hasn't really got a left foot, has he? So I can't really put the only bloke who can possibly play left back out there. Really. Now, do we go fancy Dan? I'll tell you what, let's put Hutchison there. I know he can't really play it, but if we make him an inverted fullback, then he's going to just sort of like switch over to be a left back anyway, isn't he? Basically, when it comes down to it. Now, what have we got? Thompson here has got a reasonable left foot. Patterson also got a reasonable left foot. So who's doing what? Okay, Thompson seems to think he's more right-sided. So okay, now when I put the likes of Patterson on, oh, McLeod is absolutely dead on his feet as well, isn't he? Let's make a double sub because neither of them's playing well anyway, so we may as well. Now when they go on, they switch to wingers because they're not good enough in the air to try and do the wide target forward role, which means actually what we do need to do is stop that happening and maybe send it to them and not take long kicks. Oh no, yeah, don't take long kicks anymore. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, Watley. Oh, it's got it to Thompson, who just loses it. Excellent stuff, Thompson. That's what we brought you on for. Just had the feeling the Stenhouse-Muir left back wasn't getting enough of the ball, so. See, tactical genius, that's what it is. What do you mean I'm not in charge of Stenhouse-Muir? Oh, that's a good touch. Oh, he's hit the bar. Oh my word, that nearly just tore us asunder, didn't it? Okay, let's throw a bit of encouragement. Not that I think they're listening, but it's got to be worth a shot. Okay, McCallum. You see, now all of a sudden we see a long ball to a wide man. I've seen that all day until I told him to stop doing it, and we didn't have a wide target forward on. Now all of a sudden, he plays the pass. I'm worried. I'm worried. Oh, McCallum tips it over. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do is we are going to drop the tempo a bit, be more disciplined, and we are going to start just trying to take the sting out of this game. Because frankly, I would be happy with a point here. Maybe we drop back to balanced. We tell the team to focus. They won't like it, but they don't like me anyway, so I've lost nothing. Oh, don't know why you're shooting there, Inglis. I know you've scored one good goal, but I'd rather you try to get that in the middle, to be honest, son. I mean, they've had much the better of the second half. I'm not entirely sure our wide target forwards have worked. But on the plus side, we have looked not too shabby defensively. So I will take that. It's a point. And everyone said we'd lose. So I should be able to tell them, there you go. Yep, proved a lot of people wrong. There we are. Now, there are one or two of you I want a quick word with about being rubbish. Yeah, I'm just going to say I'm not happy with your performance. You switched off, have you? Well, you might not get back on the pitch if you keep switching off, Callum Moore. You let yourself down, and you weren't at your best either, and you switched off. Right, well, that's two people aren't playing next week. Especially as their replacements actually did seem to do better than them, including Hutchison, who's not even a fullback, but seemed to slot into the inverted fullback role quite happily. Okay, that's not ideal. Spartans getting a spanking win at Peterhead. But, well, I suppose we have to focus on what we can do. rather than worrying about Spartans at the moment. And yeah, what I also need to focus on is trying to improve this squad and make it a bit more solid and give us a bit of depth, which isn't going to be easy because we haven't got a lot of money. Okay, well, we do seem to have managed to hire a physio, so that's useful. Now, what are we going to do? Oh, well, it would seem the ideal place to come back would be the home game against Spartans, because I know I probably should be looking up the table, but I am definitely looking down it at the moment. So if we can get a win against Spartans at home, that will do us the world of good, as long as we don't do disastrously against Elgin and Clyde, who are, oh good, first and third. Those will be easy then. And it will also be round about the end, just after probably the transfer window closes, so I can bring you up to date on all we've done in the transfer window and what changes I have managed to make to the squad. In the meantime, thank you very much for joining me. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.